Hey guys, welcome to this amazing Tableau course. So inside this course, we will going to teach you about Tableau, okay, and data analytics together, okay. So this is the complete course for beginners, okay, who don't even know data analytics and Tableau, okay. So we will going to start from scratch to learn about Tableau, okay, and how it is related to data analytics. Everything we will going to cover, like what data modeling is, pivot table, charts, plenty of the terms we have covered inside this course, which is very much important for you to understand. We will practically going to teach you from scratch how to set up Tableau, how to create data, and so on, okay. And do not worry, whatever data we have used for this course, we will going to provide you all this data set, okay, for absolutely free. So you can try with ourselves, okay, or along with us, okay, so that you can have better understanding. And throughout this course we will going to use ChatGPT, okay, in various ways, and I will going to exactly teach you how you can use Tableau with ChatGPT, okay. So if you guys want to learn about Tableau from starting to end, okay, so make sure that do watch this complete free course from starting to end. It will really going to help you out. So guys, excited to learn about Tableau. We will going to of course learn about Tableau, okay, do not worry about anything. So when we are talking about Tableau, so before we just go forward and understand what Tableau is, okay, we first need to understand what is data analytics, okay, which is important, okay. That then I suppose that everything will be very much easy for you. Now if we just talk about, let's say, data analytics. Now name only suggesting, okay, name only suggesting that when we are talking about, let's say, data, okay, when we are talking about data means what? It's a sort of a information, right? Information, okay. And when we are talking, or let's say if you try to decode the word analytics, so analytics means to understand data, right? This is what it will going to happen. So whenever there is information, and if you want to understand it better, so that is what it is known as data analytics, okay. Now it basically have plenty of process to cover about data analytics. So the very first process, okay, which we have here, you can say it like, let's say, that is data modeling, okay. Now data modeling, we will going to cover about this concept after some time, okay. And the second we have here is to cleaning of data, okay, cleaning and format of a data. So this is what we do in the second step. And after this we try to create the pivot table, or you can say it like a simple table, nothing to go very much complex about it. Pivot table. And after this we create charts, okay, we create charts. Now charts could be pie chart, bar chart, okay. So this is what data modeling is, okay. Sorry, data analytics is it's basically means is that we have to understand the information, okay, properly. That is what the data analytics is all about. Before we just move forward, if you want to, let's say, understand about data analytics in more detail, okay, if you want to understand about data analytics in more detail, so for that we have a separate course, okay. You can just search for KuKu courses, okay, in the browser, and just go to this website kukucourses.com. Once you click on it, okay, just verify you are human and just click on the courses button here, okay. And once you do this, here just search or just select public. Public means free courses, okay. And from here just type data analyst, okay, or analytics, whatever you want. And once you search for this, you will see this free course, which is data analysis for beginners, okay, with Microsoft Excel. So if you just open this course, now this course is of about 2 hours, okay. And here, if you click on the start course button, let's cross it, then you will understand, data analytics in more detail, okay, in more in-depth knowledge. And we have also used tools like ChatGPT, which is very great thing, okay. So of course, right now we will going to focus more on Tableau, but data analytics, you have also got the idea, a very basic idea we have given you what data analytics is all about. But if you want to go in very in-depth, this is a complete free course, okay. You can just go ahead and straight you can watch this 2 hours 19-minute course, okay, straight, okay. So that is the data analytics part. Now second thing is that when we are talking about the second step, which is of cleaning and format, okay. So basically we just clean our data, okay, we just clean our data. So we clean our data, in various other ways. For example, um, let's say we can, if there is some sort of a duplicate data, okay, or there is some spelling error, so we try to fix all of these minor problems, okay. Or there could be some tool which you can use it for the cleaning and format. The very popular tool is known as Power Query Editor. So this is one tool, okay. This is just a tool that help you to clean and format data, that is the Power Query Editor, okay. Now for this as well, we have a free course. You can see Power Query for data analysts, okay. So if you just click on this second lesson, this will just going to give you another 1 hour 15 minutes course, okay, on data cleaning, okay. Of course this is a Tableau course, but just a bonus free lesson, I have suggested you 2 more courses, okay. So just make sure that you go ahead with it. But with the help of Tableau, we will try to understand data modeling, how you can clean the data, how you can create tables, charts, how to do calculation and all. But basic, you have understood what data analytics is all about, and the simple 4 process of data analytics, okay. Now let's understand Tableau walkthrough, okay. So it's a very simple and plain, I can say, the setup, okay. So whenever you use Tableau, so this is how it looks, okay. If you tap on this logo, so you can see you have one data source where we will going to upload a data source, or we will going to connect the data, okay. We will going to talk about that, how you can connect the data, okay. And here you will see the option to connect the data. Until unless you will not going to connect data, you cannot do anything in the Tableau. We will share with you our dummy data and all, so you can work with us. But here you can see you can just gather the data using Microsoft Excel, text format, JSON, PDF file, and here to the server as well. Right now if you click on more, so by default it's Google Drive or data. And of course you are using the Tableau public versions. Of course there are very limited options you have to connect your data, but if you will go with their paid version, okay, of the Tableau, then you will going to notice they will going to have tons of amazing connections from OneDrive, and plenty of the connections. But currently this is what the simple dashboard of Tableau. We will going to talk about it, okay, in more detail, okay. So with the Tableau walkthrough, now it's important to understand what is Tableau. See, now my dear friends, when we are talking about Tableau, so Tableau is nothing, it's just a tool, okay. It's just a tool that help you to do the data analytics, okay. That's it. Now there are other tools as well, the very powerful tools. Let me show you. The very first one is of course uh, Tableau itself, okay. The very first one is Tableau, and other tools are, let's say, the Excel, that is the Microsoft Excel. You might have heard about it, right? So you can say it like a second tool. And one more very powerful tool we use here is known as Power BI. Power BI. So this is also a tool for data analytics, and we nowadays, there's one more which is famous. This is the third, and we also use Python. Now Python goes, very much complicated here, okay, because it requires some sort of a coding skills. But one thing which I just want to tell you is that why Tableau is better as compared to other tools. Because when we are using Tableau, okay, when we are using Tableau, so Tableau is basically, works in all type of a software. So when we are talking about, let's say, Tableau, so it basically, works in all the software, whether you're with the, let's say, Windows, Mac, okay, and the interface of Tableau is also same. So this interface which you are looking right now, okay, for the uh, Mac OS, same you will see in the Windows as well, okay. So there is no such complication. And when we are talking about other tools like Excel, Power BI, okay, they both require you guys to have the Windows. So if you have Windows, and in the Windows you have Excel and Power BI, then only you will be able to use it, okay. So this is a sort of a complication. And when we are talking about Python, so Python requires some sort of a coding knowledge. So at the end we depend on Tableau. And this is the first point, that is the support, okay. It supports in all the thing. And when we are talking about Tableau, so worldwide people use the Tableau, okay. Like in Power BI, if you're talking about Power BI, so some countries like India, they use Power BI a lot. But if you go with the Tableau, it's a worldwide, okay. So these are the things. So Tableau is nothing, it's just a tool for the data analytics, okay. And using Tableau we can also do data modeling, cleaning of the data, pivot table and charts, okay. So this is a very, straightforward thing, okay. And let me also tell you the process, in the visual format as well. So see what we will going to do in the Tableau. Let me just mark it, okay. So the very first process we will going to do is to of course you all know, is to do the data modeling. So we will first going to uh, connect the data properly, then we will clean the data, and on the basis of that we will going to create the table, and we will going to create the charts. Now let me show you that as well. For example, let's say if you are just talking about, let's say, this one, okay. So okay, let's just discuss about that, okay. But this is what Tableau is all about, okay. Now guys, let's download the dummy data. So for that, again, you can just search for KuKu courses on the browser. Just go to this website, kukucourses.com. And once you go to this website, you just have to go to library, click on free library, okay. Here you will see this free library, you have to click on it. And after this, here you will search for this data analytics sets download, okay. You just have to click on this view, and for some reason let's say you don't find it, okay. So you can just search for this code. For example, if you're a Mac OS user, okay, so you can just press Command and F. If you're a Windows user, just press Control and F like I did, and the search box will open, and here you can just search for this, everything in small, WE9EQQ, okay. And click on this, and exactly you will see this particular file will be highlighted, and this is the file you need to open. Click on the view, and you will just come up over here, okay. And here you will see this data modeling sample download. Just click on it, and this is the sample we will going to download it, okay. Wait, let me see. Okay, so sometimes this error could occur, okay. If this problem occurs, so what you can do is that you can just copy this link here, just go to private window and open it, okay. And let's wait for it, and then just click on this data modeling sample download, and most probably you will be able to see it, okay. Awesome. You can just download it from here or here, let's just download it, and you will going to see this data modeling set. Let's just put it to the download folder, and you will going to notice it will just going to get downloaded on your computer download folder. This is the file. Okay, you can see data modeling sample data set. Now you can just simply, if you're a window user, just right click, you will see the extract option. If you're a Mac user, just double click on it, and one folder will be generated, and inside this we will going to have all the file. You can just delete the zip if you want to. Awesome. So this is a dummy download file which we will going to use it for this course. Okay, so make sure you download it. Okay, now let's see how you can connect the data. Okay, so we have this data over here which we have downloaded. Now just open your Tableau. Okay, now you will going to notice when we are talking about this data, we have Excel format dot xlms, okay, or dot csv. So let's say if you have the, let's say, Excel file, so you can just simply, let's say, click on Microsoft Excel and just go to that file which we have downloaded, and automatically it will going to give you the option to select this. You can, let's say, select managers, open it, and automatically you will going to see, just wait for a few seconds, and automatically you will going to see all this file, manager file, is over here. And you can just add, let's say, more files here. Right now we have put the manager. You can also add orders, and you can see order file is added here. Okay, and similarly, if you want, you can also just go ahead and put the written file as well. Okay, simple and straightforward, right? So this is what it is. Okay, so this is the first method. Of course, let me just cross it up. Let me just open it, so we can also use the CSV. Let me also show you that as well. If I just go over here, okay, now let's just go with the text files. Even you can go with PDF, JSON. Right now, if you just go with, let's say, CSV, if I click on open, automatically you will be able to see all the files will be over here: managers, orders, return, and all. So that's how simple it is. Now you can see it. You can just drop it here. Now this is what and how you can connect the data. And if you want to see any data, for example, if you just drag the managers, so you can see the managers data will show up here. If you just drag it here again, and let's say if I just drag the orders here, so you can see orders data will going to show up here. And if you cross check, if you just see here and open your, let's say, order file, so this is the same order file. You can see Alex, Sarah, John orders file, and that exactly you can see Alex, Sarah, John data. Okay, so this is the exactly same data which we have connected with the Tableau. Okay, now whenever you use Tableau, what I suggest you guys is to go at the top, click on the save button, and always save your file. For example, let's say I can say Tableau. Okay, save it, because this is a public version. So sometimes we have seen, and some of our students reported that the file gets, crash automatically. So whenever you do, always make sure just first save it, and automatically then if you click on save button, automatically it will start to save. And now even if you cross this file, suppose the Tableau is now closed. Okay, and this is the Tableau file which we have saved. If I just double tap it and open it, and you will going to see exactly it will just going to open it from there. Go here. Okay, and if you just go to the data, okay, so sometimes it could face problem, okay, like this, but you can always just connect it the way you want. Okay, just make sure that you save it. Now you can just remove it, for example, this file, but just make sure that you save the file. Okay, let's say Tableau. Okay, again, so this is some problems with, public, and I believe they intentionally do that so that we can purchase their paid version. Okay, so that might be the case, but this is how we can connect the data. And always remember that whenever we try to drag any data here, that data can be seen over here. Okay, so that is a very coolest thing which you can do here. Okay, now guys, let's just discuss about data modeling. Now you might be thinking, okay, what is data modeling? So now guys, data modeling is very much important in Tableau. The very first thing is that you can see, if suppose if I just drag the orders over here, it will show us the order data here. And if you click on this sheet, so here you will see that order data, whatever we have in the order data, it will all going to display here. Suppose if I just go and open, let's say, the orders data. Okay, you will going to notice we have customer name here, region, product, and sales. So here you can see customer name, okay, region, product, and the sales data is also here. Okay, so that is why it is important. Okay, data modeling first help you to display your data in the sheet. So when you will going to put the diagrams or create charts, so until unless you will not going to do data modeling, that data will not going to display here. And let's say if I just drag it again back here, now if you will just go sheet, the sheet will be empty. So until unless you will not going to drag any data, okay, over here. Okay, for example, if I just drag the return data here, so now you will going to see in the sheet the return data is showing here. So even just for cross check, if you open the return file, you can see in return we have order ID and return. You can see order ID and return data we have over here. So that is possible just by doing data modeling. So that is the first case. You must understand that data modeling is important, because until unless you will not going to drag the data here, it will not going to display in the sheet, and you cannot create the table or charts. Okay, so after connecting the data, you have to drag the data here. Now one more important thing about data modeling is that, now if you will going to notice, if we just talk about, let's say, data modeling. Okay, so if you will just going to notice here, okay, in data modeling we have let me just show you the concept here. We have three files, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we have three files here, 1, 2, and 3, and the file I'm talking about here is this one. We have manager file, order, and return. Okay, so let me just write it here. We have the managers, right, and then we have orders. Okay, and at last we have return. So these are the three data we have. Okay, for the example which I am teaching you in this scenario. Okay, now these files are different. Suppose if I want here, this is the order. Okay, let me just minimize it. So this is the order data we have here. Okay, this is the order data, and let me also open all the files. If I open the managers data, so this is the managers data we have here. This is the manager data at very left. This is the order data, and let me just open the return data. Okay, now this is the return data. So here you will going to notice we have three data. First is the managers data, which I have here. Then second one we have the orders data, which we have here, and the third one we have the return data. Now with the help of data modeling, you can just connect these three data with each other. Suppose you want to know using this order ID. Okay, just hide it. Suppose if I hide the return data, now suppose this is the order, and here it's saying the orders that order ID of the Alex is 0101, and he's from the east, and he has purchased laptop. Sales is, for example, 500. And let's say I want to know that if Alex has written the order or not. So for that, orders data doesn't have that information. So for that, I need to use the another data, which is the return data, and it will just going to tell us that order ID. Okay, you can see order ID 0101 is of Alex, and here you can see order 0101. Okay, so the person who has the order of 0101 has written the product, and you can see order 0101 is of Alex. Okay, so whatever product he has purchased, so that product he has returned, and that information we are getting from the return file. Okay, so sometimes this happen that you want to know some data, but that data is in some other file. Okay, for example, in this case we want to know the return, whether that person has written the data or not, so that information is available in other file. So with the help of data modeling we can just connect these datas together. Okay, so suppose we can just connect our managers data, we can connect order data with, let's say, return data. This is what we guys can do. Okay, now you need to understand that you can easily connect the data. Okay, then you will be able to know all the informations you want to know. But when you try to connect any of the data with each other, so you need to first see that thing in common. For example, here you can see in the managers data we have region and manager name. Okay, so in managers data we have region and, let's say, name of the manager. Okay, and meanwhile in the order id we have, let's say, id, that is the id, order id. Okay, and we have people name, customers name, right? And we have other data like region, product which he has purchased, and of course the sales. Okay, so these are few datas we have in the orders. And in return we have order id. In return we have again order id, and the second thing we have is the return, whether they have returned the product or not. So guys, whenever you want to connect the different sheets with each other, suppose I want to connect all these three sheets with each other so that I can know the information. Because see, if you will only going to have the orders sheet together, so here you will not going to get the information about the return. Okay, because this data is not telling which person has returned the product. So in that particular case we need to connect this data with the return file. Okay, so that once we connect it, so we can also see that which order id has returned and so on. But to connect any of the data or any sheets with each other, okay, you need to have something in common. For example, you can see, if you will see here in the orders, okay, and in the return we have order id common. You can see in order file we have order id common, and in return file we have order id common. So in my, what I am saying is that in the orders file we have order id common, and in the return also we have order id common. So when any two of the element is common, then you can connect that file with each other. Okay, so now I can easily connect the orders and return together because order id and order id is common in both of them. Awesome, simple, easy. Now similarly, let's say I want to connect maybe managers with, let's say, order. So now what I can see is that in order one, here you can see the region. You can see here the region, just see the region is common here in the order. Okay, and in the manager, region is also common. You can see here region is also common here. So now again I can connect the manager and order sheet together. So whenever you are doing data modeling, so it's important to connect the data with each other, but connection is only possible when you have the one thing in common. Like in manager we have region, and in orders we also have a region in common, and similarly in return and orders you will see order id is common. So we can connect this data together. Simple, easy, nothing complicated, and that is what the data modeling is all about, right? So let's see how you can do this thing in the Tableau. Okay, now in Tableau you can see here in the presentation we have here the orders. Okay, so I can just drag one thing is the orders, and once I drag the orders I can see all the order detail. like order ID of the customer, customer name, region, product and sales. Now I want to, let's say connect the manager to orders. Okay, so how I can do that? I can just drag the manager file here, and I will see this particular line you can see here. So just leave it, and automatically you can see managers and orders will going to get connected. And here in the left side you can see how they are connected. So if you will also going to see, the managers and orders file can only be connected with the region and region together. And if you will going to see here, the order is connected with the region. You can see here, see in order file, if you will just going to see in order file, we have a lot of file: order ID, customer name, region. Okay, even if you will see here, uh, in the order you can see we have customer name, region. So all thing here you can see in order file, all that thing are showing: customer name, product ID. And let's say if I select the customer name, okay, here, okay, and after this you will going to see that the connection will not be possible. For example, here if I select the region, so you can see connection will not be possible for us over here. Okay, they will not be able to connect with each other, and it will start to show you the problem, okay, after some time. Okay, so that is the problem. And suppose so to connect anything, for example, if you tap here, we first have to make sure that both of them are selected with region. For example, order region, manager region. Here you can see order has the region common and manager file has the region common. So you can see manager file has the region common, so I will select the region here, and in order the region is common over here, so I have selected that. Okay, awesome. That is the data modeling. And similarly we have the return, so I will also going to connect the return here with the order file like this. You can see now, to connect the order and return together. Okay, so to connect the order and return together, so you can see order ID is common in both of them. So what I will going to do for orders, I will select the order ID. Tableau is by the way smart, it will automatically going to connect both of them. Okay, and you can see in return also I have selected the order ID. So now I can just connect, basically I have connected the order and managers together, and order file and the return file together. And that is what the data modeling is. And once you connect this data, so in the sheet you will see all the data. Okay, manager data here, manager name and region, order data, customer name, order ID, product, region, and so on. Return data, that is the order ID and sales. So all these data are over here. Okay, because of data modeling. And hope you guys have understood why we do the data modeling. Okay, now guys, one thing which I have forgotten to tell you, let's say if you want to learn about, let's say, data modeling in more detail. Okay, so this is the data modeling we have taught you. So this is the first process. Okay, in data analytics we do data modeling. Some software, what they do is that they just do the cleaning and formatting at the very first step. But if we are talking about Tableau specifically, so we do the data modeling first. Okay, and that is what we have done here in the Tableau, which you guys can see. Okay, and let's say if you want to learn more about data modeling, okay, so again you can just do one thing, just visit to my website, that is the kukucourses.com. okay, let's wait for it, and just go to courses here and just search here data modeling. Okay, so I have a free course, data modeling. Okay, just search for this, and you can just go ahead and click on public, and you will see that free course here. You can see data modeling for beginners. Okay, it's taking little bit amount of time. Let's refresh it. Let me just go and search for data modeling again. Click on public, and you will see this course, data modeling for beginners, step by step. It's a complete free course. You can just open this course, and once you open it, it's approx 1 or 30 minutes course. Okay, so if you want to go very much in depth inside data modeling, so this is the course I suggest you guys, totally for free. Click on start course button, and the player will start to load, and you can watch the data modeling course in very detail. Okay, we have covered everything in very detail. but the basics I have taught you about why we do data modeling, and especially in Tableau, but more detail you can just watch the free course in our website. Now after this, the second process we will going to do in the data analytics is about cleaning and formatting the data. Okay, so we will just going to clean the data and format the data. So that is what we will going to do in Tableau, and see how we can do that. Okay, so let's say when we are talking about, let's say cleaning and the formatting of data. So guys, we just do a lot of things here as mentioned. Okay, wait, as we have mentioned, you can just do plenty of things over here. Like you can just, if there is any duplicate data, if anything is spelled wrong, okay, and there are plenty of other things we can, you know, easily do over here. For example, wait, okay, suppose like I have taught you about the Power Query editor. Okay, sometimes what happened, there are some mistake. For example, uh, mistake in the data type, there could be mistake in data type, because in Tableau there are three types of a data. Let's say text data, okay, geo data, that is related to location data, and one is the number data, right? Now you will going to notice, if you just open up Tableau, just make sure that from here you can just go to other data. So I will go to the orders data, and here you can see the customer name is ABC, that is the text. Okay, string means text. Always remember, uh, in the world of data analytics, text type of a data is known as string. Okay, always keep that thing in mind and nothing else. Okay, and you can see here the order is also the text. Okay, laptop is what it is a text, and this 500, 300, 150, these are the numbers. Okay, so if you will going to notice in Tableau, text are always shown in blue color, A, B, C, something like this, and in Tableau numbers will going to show in the hash. Okay, okay, in Tableau numbers will going to show in the hash in the green color. Okay, and geo, it will show you something in blue color as well, but it will going to have some sort of a globe. Now you in the cleaning and formatting, these are the things we do check. Okay, for example, here you will going to notice number is in, you can see 500, 300, 150 are numbers, so by default you can see it's selected as the number. Okay, and if you will going to see region is what, it is a location. Okay, and location comes under what, location comes under geo. Okay, geographical data. Okay, so in this situation you have to format this manually. For example, if you just go here, so I can just select here, I can tap on this one, and I can say to that you know, Tableau, that this data is the geographical data. Once I tap on it, okay, so this data is depend on, let's say you can select that on the basis of region. Okay, this data is a region data. Okay, you can see region data, so you can see once I select this, the region has come. So this is what the process is known as cleaning and formatting. Cleaning and formatting means if there is any sort of a mistake, you try to fix it. Like we have done exactly the same, we have just cleaned the data. Okay, and if let's say you can rename the data, you can hide any data, you can even, you know, let's say delete any data. Okay, there are plenty of things you can do. Okay, now let's say if you can also split the data. Okay, you can even do that. So there are plenty of things you guys can do with the data, and this process is nothing but known as, you know, cleaning and formatting of the data, and that is the part of data analytics. And as I have mentioned, with the help of Tableau is a tool that help you to do data modeling, it help you to do cleaning and formatting, it also help you to create pivot table, it also help you to create the charts. And it's not only limited with Tableau. If you use some other tools like Power BI, Python, Excel, all will going to do the same process. They will do data modeling, cleaning and formatting, create the pivot table and charts. but currently we are focusing on Tableau. So on that purpose we are just stick with that Tableau for now. Okay, but hope you guys have understood that we can also do some basic cleaning and formatting in the Tableau. Okay, now guys, we will going to focus in creating the tables. Okay, so tables, this is what we will going to teach you, how you can create pivot tables in Tableau, okay, for the data analytics. Okay, now it's very much important to create different tables. See, tables means what? Suppose we have one table, okay, and that table shows that there is one product and the sales, and let's say there's a product, let's say ABC, okay, and PQR is two product, and let's say ABC product has got 5 sales and PQR has got 3 sales. Okay, so this is what pivot table is. We create tables, and on the basis of this table, we create charts, and we will going to talk about that later on. You will understand the wholly concept of it, but let's do that. Okay, in the Tableau, how you can create the pivot table, and you can also take the help of tools like ChatGPT. Okay, so you can just search ChatGPT question mark, and sorry, put the space and just search for it, and then you can just go to chatgpt.com. Once you tap on it, you will see, you will come to ChatGPT. Okay, if you are the first time, you may see to sign up like this, so just make sure you sign up. Okay, to their website, like you can sign up with Google, just a basic sign up, and you will access this chatbot. Okay, now I also have the I can say the application, so I can just straight teach you here. You can also use the web version, everything is same. If you upload it, you can upload it from computer. It's like a AI chatbot. So you can see ChatGPT is what, it's a AI chatbot. Suppose if you just write here hi, so it will just going to give you the response, hi, what's up. Okay, so this same exactly we will going to use it in my application. Okay, you can use the web version. So now how you can create pivot table, so you can just go here to the sheet number 1. Now to create pivot table, it's very easy. You can see a row and column, right? Now suppose I want to know that how many are the customers, what is the name of the customer, so I can just put it in the column. So you can see that column will come, Alex is the customer, John is the customer, and Sai is the customer. And suppose I want to know that from which region they belong to, I will just drag it to row. Now it will show us this information. Okay, you can also put it here in the region. Okay, so you can see Alex belongs to east, John belongs to north, Sarah belongs to west. Or if you want, you can just put the customer name over here. Okay, so this is how you can create the table. And suppose let's say I want to know what is the order ID. Okay, so I can just put that maybe to the row, let's say order ID. Okay, so I will just going to get the order ID, so you all know what is row. Okay, so let me show you as well. Okay, so row means what? Okay, row means what? So you can see this will be considered as the first row, this will be considered as a row. So row will always go in this direction. Okay, and column will always go in this direction, that is the downward. So here you will see in this box we have 2 column. Okay, 1 and 2, and 2 row. Okay, straightforward, simple. And if I, let's say, go to Tableau, so here in the row I put one order ID. Okay, now let's say I also want to know who are the let's say customers. Okay, so what I can do here is that I can also do one thing. I can just drag the customer name here like this, so it will just going to show that okay, order ID 0101 is of Alex, 0102 is of Sarah, or 0103 is of John. You can either put it inside this order ID, inside the column, or directly put inside here. Okay, so let me show you. The same you have put it, let's say, here, but instead of this you can also put it in the column, so exactly same answer you will going to get. Okay, so this is what you can do, and let's just go ahead with that. Okay, suppose I want to know that from which region, Okay, suppose I can also put the region here. Suppose this is the region, and I want to know that who are the managers of this region. Okay, so I will just going to put the managers here. Now it is showing that east manager is Raj, north manager is Karan, west manager is Priya. Now these data are connected. You can see you are able to create the meaning of it. Okay, so you have basically connected the data in the data modeling. So because of that, you can play around with these different sheets. Okay, currently if you will going to notice, all these data are in different sheets. Okay, let's say whether it's order, let's say manager. So if you will going to notice, all this data, okay, all this data you are seeing here, they are in different sheets. Now let's say the customer name I want to know. Okay, so for example, I want to know who are the, let's say, customer name. Okay, so I can just put the customer name here. And now if I want to know that from, let's say, who are the customer who have written the product, now that information is available in this written file. Okay, so if you would have not done the data modeling, so you could have not basically put this data here. For example, if I just go here to the written, okay, this is the written, and if I just put it here, so you can see Alex has written the product and John hasn't. John have not written the product. Now how I am able to connect differentiate, like I have connected the customer name with the written column, okay, in one particular table. So that is possible with the help of data modeling itself, which you have done here. Otherwise it would not have been possible for you to connect the any column with any other sheet. Okay, so that is important thing. Okay, and you can also do one thing, is that you can use ChatGPT. For example, you can just go ahead, and if you just upload the file, for example, we have provided you this file. You can also try with it, and you can just upload this 3 file, and you can say to ChatGPT, hey, I am using Tableau, so I I uploaded 3 files, so using it, can you suggest what combinations of pivot table I can create? Okay, simple, and also guide me where to put in column or row. Okay, like this. Click on enter, and you will going to see now ChatGPT will going to analyze the data which you have shared to it, and on that basis it will just going to give you the combination of the pivot table you guys can create. Like you can create sales by region. Okay, so here you can see you can say, like, in the row you can put the region. Okay, so here you can see region, we have here, you can just put it to the row. Why? Because ChatGPT is saying that region you can put to the row, and value of the sales, okay, you have to put it in the value, that means inside it. Okay, so where is the sales? This is the sales, you have to put inside the value, that means here, and you will going to see one data is created. And this pivot table, the table which you have created, it's related to sales by region. Okay, so once you copy this here, and you can see here you have the option here, sheet 1, or also you can tap here the sheet 1, and instead of this you can just remove it and paste sales by region. Okay, click on apply, click on OK, and you will going to see sales by region, and also you can just rename it here as well, sales by region. Okay, awesome, simple and easy. So this is the pivot table we have created on the basis of sales by region. Now let's create another table. So another table is for manager by sales. Okay, if you want to see or track which manager is driving more sales based on their region. Okay, so for that I will going to create another table. Okay, so what I can do is that I can go ahead and I can click on this sheet. Okay, you can see new worksheet, so this will going to open sheet number 2, And let's say here I will going to use it, let's say rows. Okay, I will going to put the manager name in the rows. Okay, so where is the manager name? This is the manager name, and I will going to put it in the row. I have got that information. And now how much sales they are getting it, so for that I will put it to the value. Okay, so sales, where is the sales? This is the sale. I will going to put it in the value here. Now it is showing that from which manager is giving how much sales. Okay, awesome, right? And you can also say the name manager by sale. Okay, so you can just go here to the sheet 2, you can right click. Okay, wait, you can just right click here and you can rename it and manager by sales. Okay, automatically the name will come up here. Similarly, you can just open one new sheet, and this time third sheet is the return order count by product. Okay, so if you want to know that how much unit of each product were returned versus not returned, so for that you have to do one thing, is that whatever the product name is, you have to put it in the row. Okay, so where is the product? This is the product. I will going to put it in the row. That is what ChatGPT is saying. And it is saying that in the column you have to put the return. Okay, so in the column we have to put the return. So where is return? This is the return. I will put it to the column here. Okay, and now it is the last is saying the value. Okay, here you just have to put the order ID. Okay, value. Okay, so order ID, where is the order ID? I will going to put it in the value here. Okay, so I have got that information over here. Okay, that which product has been returned or which product has not been returned. Okay, so here I can see that order ID with this one has written that. Okay, and such information with let me just do one thing. Okay, here if you will going to notice, ChatGPT is saying it should be the count. Okay, so for count you can just click here, and in the measures you can select here the count. Okay, so now you can see the information. Okay, so that's how you guys can create the tables. Okay, so what you need to understand is that after you do data modeling and cleaning, so on the basis of this data modeling and cleaning, you can create pivot table. Tables are nothing which I have just shown you. Okay, straightforward simple table. Okay, which we have created, like sales by region. So it is showing the sales by region, how many sales we are getting on the basis of region. So from east we are getting 500 sales, from north. Okay, so that is possible. Okay, you can only create the tables. Okay, after you do the data modeling and cleaning. We have just shown you both of them, and then we are able to create the pivot table, and you can just take the help of ChatGPT. Okay, for that. Okay, so this is what it is known as pivot table. Pivot table means simply you need to create tables on the basis of the data. Okay, we have given you, or whatever data you will going to get. So on that basis you can create the tables, but before creating the table you need to do data modeling of that table or data and cleaning of that, and then only you have to go, or we suggest to do the pivot table or creating the table. Okay, now guys, if you just see here, your last thing we are remaining with is creating the charts. So guys, in Tableau you can also create charts, and it's very easy, but the charts will be always created on the basis of your pivot table. So whatever pivot table you have created, so on that basis you can create charts. Now charts could be, let's say, a type of a bar chart. Okay, right, or it could be, let's say, a pie chart. Any type of a chart that can be created using pivot table itself. Now let's see how you can create that. Okay, so for that I will just open the Tableau. Now this is the table, right? And here at the top you will see the show me option. If you open it, so here you will see all type of a charts you can create. Now suppose if I click on maybe this chart, okay, that is the horizontal bars, so you can see that this particular pivot table has been converted into a chart, and with the help of chart we can easily visualize that from where we are getting huge sale. So you can see from the east we are getting the huge sale. You can also hide it like this, and from north we are getting the lowest sale. So all the table which you have created, okay, the tables which you have created. So using these tables we can create charts, and charts will going to help us to analyze the data, understand the data in more easy way. Okay, now throughout this process you will going to notice that we cannot do any of the steps without skipping any step. For example, I cannot create charts directly without creating pivot table, and I cannot create pivot table without cleaning the data and cleaning and formatting the data. And until unless I don't clean and format the data, so I cannot create the data modeling. So basically, to do data analytics, you need to perform all the process, and whatever tools you're using, whether it's a Tableau, Power BI, Python, Excel, whatever it is. So you need to go step by step. First to go with data modeling, then cleaning and formatting the data. Then on the basis of this two, you can create pivot table, and on the basis of pivot table, you can create charts. Now let's play with it. Okay, now this is the chart, and also you can, if you tap here, you can see you can also swing it, okay, in the horizontal and vertical ways. Okay, now this is the same data, we just change the direction of it using this option here. That's it. Okay, simple and easy, right? And also you can use some other charts as well. For example, you can show on the basis of this stacked bars. Okay, you can see these are the stacked bars, and it's showing you straight. Okay, it's showing you the straight. If you will just close it, so here you can see east is denoted with orange, north with yellow, and west with red. So you can see the blue color is a lot as compared to others, so that means east is giving us the more sales. That is what it is denoting. So same you can do, my dear friends. And of course, if you want to go back to the table, you can click on the first one and automatically it will take you to the table. Simple, easy, nothing complicated. So these are the charts you can create. Okay, similarly, let's say for the manager wise sales, let's say if I want to also convert this into a pie chart, maybe, so I can convert that into a pie chart. And you can see Karan will going to denote with blue, Priya with yellow, and Raj with red. And what I can see as it's a manager for the sales. Okay, so you can see red color is showing a lot. That means this red color manager has done a huge sales as compared to others. That's why the portion of it is too huge. Okay, and red color is denoted by Raj. That means Raj has done huge sales. So this is what the data analytics with Tableau is all about. We have taught you how to do data modeling, we have taught you how to do cleaning and formatting, how to create pivot tables, and on the basis of that, how we have created the charts. So as a beginner, these are the knowledge sufficient for you. Okay, so hope you guys have understood it, understood the concept, and of course you can save it so that in case Tableau will going to crash, your data will be safe. Okay, so this is what I wanted to teach you guys. Okay, so hope you guys have understood why we have done data modeling, why we have created the pivot table, why we created the chart. Okay, very simple and nothing complicated over here. Okay, now guys, whenever we are talking about, let's say, ChatGPT for Tableau, you can use it for various purpose. Okay, let's say you want to know about how you can just create, or maybe let's say you want to know about what are the different charts available. So what you can do is that you can just do one thing, is that you can just share the screenshot like this. Okay, different types of charts. Okay, now you can just go to ChatGPT and just upload it, upload the file, just go and share that screenshot. This was the screenshot, remember. I will just going to share it, and I can say, hey, in Tableau there are various different charts, so can you explain me all charts and when to use it, question mark. So guys, you can always use ChatGPT to learn the concepts. Okay, so here you can see that it will just going to go with text table, that is the cross one. Okay, you can see here, if you will see here, this, if you will see, this is known as text table. At the bottom you can see all the name of that one, so this is the text table. Okay, so for text table, ChatGPT is giving you that when to use it. Okay, what basically this text table will help you with that. So you can even utilize ChatGPT for learning, for creating pivot tables, for understanding the data. Okay, and also you can use it for the data modeling. For example, let's say just upload those data. Okay, and you can say hey, how can I connect, or how uh, I can do uh, data modeling, okay, with this data I uploaded, okay, in Tableau, question mark. And just ask the questions to ChatGPT for the resources you can provide it, some files, screenshots for better and for ChatGPT to better understand your problem, and on that basis it will just going to guide you step by step. Okay, so which is a very great thing. And as you can see, the Tableau is stopped to work here. Okay, so this could be the problem. Okay, you might see every time. Okay, so you can just open the data or Tableau again, you can just open it, and again it will going to open for you. Okay, so sometimes it crash, so always make the habit to save the data. Okay, that's it. And you can see it will just going to tell you that here you can see that for orders, order ID and order ID can be connected. If you want to connect the return and orders, order ID and order ID can get connected. And for the order and manager file, region and region can be connected. Okay, straightforward, simple. Ask it any question you want. You can ask it hey, what is and Tableau, question mark, click on enter, and just see the magic. It will start to teach you about what Tableau is. So Tableau basically is a data visualization tool that help you to create the charts, dashboards, stories, and plenty of other things. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, and you can ask, okay, data analytics process, example, anything you want. Okay, so in various ways you can utilize ChatGPT. If you have to understand something, you can go ahead. If you're facing some problem, just share the screenshot with ChatGPT and tell, it will help you to solve all the problems step by step. Right, so this is how you can utilize ChatGPT for Tableau. Okay, now guys, what next in the data analytics? Okay, so in Tableau, as a beginner, we have guided you plenty of things. Okay, the basics for the beginner's point of view, and these basics will always going to help you to upskill your Tableau knowledge. Now what to do next? Okay, it's very much important. Okay, now guys, Tableau is not only limited to doing these charts. You can even create the dashboard, and there are plenty of other functionality features, how to create the dashboard, how to enable the presenter view, and there are plenty of things like you can see, if you will drop down, how to create calculated field parameters, and plenty of other things like how to set up groups, sets, and many more. Now these topics are very advanced level. Now if you will just going to see here, the basics we have covered, all the resources we have provided you. If you want to learn data analytics, you can visit our website. If you want to learn data modeling more, you can visit our website. But there are plenty of other advanced thing in the Tableau. If you just talk about, let's say, Tableau, so Tableau is not only limited to uh, doing this thing. It basically help you for the very advanced stuff. Okay, like creating presentation and all such things. Now for this I have one resource that can help you out. Okay, so you can just go to, let's say, search for KuKu courses. Go to this website, kukucourses.com. Okay, And once you do this, just go to courses, and here you will see we have a Tableau course as well, Tableau Masterclass Zero to Hero with ChatGPT. In case if you don't find it here, just search for it, Tableau, open this course, and you will going to notice it's a 7 hours course, 26 lesson course, very updated course, always going to update. And you will going to see we have covered each and everything, okay, here, from basic skills, Tableau, cleaning and organizing in very detail. Okay, it's a complete 7-hour course. Okay, pivot table in very detail, about aggregate values, sorting and filter, plenty of things like visual charts, okay, importing data with multiple sources, basic features. Okay, and also you will see that we have covered the practical example. So Zomato is one company, okay, that is a food delivering company. So using that Zomato data, we will going to teach you practically how to use Tableau with a real life example. We have taught about product beans, parameters, okay, like parameters, if you will going to notice here, we have these parameters, calculated field. So everything has been covered in this course in very detail, okay, which is of 7-hour course. So make sure that you grab this course. Okay, by the way, these courses you can see it's under our membership, and if you will going to notice, in future we will also going to enable the option to buy any one course. But if you will going to get our membership, so you can access all our membership courses. If you click on the membership, so all the courses we have in the membership, from Tableau, Canva course, build AI tool, business, Google Analytics course, Power BI course, and plenty of other course. By the way, if you will going to notice here, to this one, we have taught you about there are other Tableau tools as well, like Power BI. Now you will going to notice, once you take our membership, so you can also achieve or get that Power BI course as well for data analytics. This is 4 hours course, okay, 20 lessons, and you can also learn about Power BI. Okay, so you will also going to learn how to do data analytics with Power BI as well, how to do data modeling, cleaning, pivot table and charts with Power BI. Okay, same if you will just going to click on the courses, here we have data analyst course. Okay, if you just go and to the membership, here you will see we have this data analytics guide with Microsoft Excel. So as I have mentioned that with the Excel also you can just do data analytics, and it's of 6 hours course. Okay, how to do data analytics. So that has been covered here, like sorting, filtering, cleaning of the data, Power Query editor, cleaning the data, okay, data modeling, how to create pivot tables and charts. It's again 6 hours another course here, straightforward. So in my website you will going to get lots of amazing courses, not only limited to data analytics, but other courses as well, from data science, data, you can just explore, from video editing, okay, WordPress course. If you just go to the next page, you will going to find more and more courses like affiliate marketing, email marketing, and plenty of other courses. All courses are in the membership. You can just get the membership, okay, of our website, from our website, and you will be able to access all the courses, or you can purchase the individual courses as well. That functionality we will going to add very soon. Okay, and of course the Python we will also going to release very soon, but you can just grab the membership. And if you want to get 50% discount in our membership, so you can just watch this video. Okay, this video will guide you how to purchase our membership from our website. Okay, but it's normally like you purchase in the e-commerce website. Okay, but if you will watch this video, you will learn how to purchase our membership and how to get 50% discount in the lifetime plan as well. Okay, so you can purchase in dollars, and let's say if you're from India, you can just purchase the lifetime plan from here or yearly plan from here. So that's totally up to you, for especially for Indian customers. But for all of the rest world, we have here in the dollars. You can purchase straight in the dollars, and you can make the payment and everything will be done. Okay, and even if you're from India and if you can use credit card and debit card, then you can also buy in the dollars straight from our website. Okay, and you can access all the courses, and you can explore our tools. Okay, we have lots of free tools. All these courses are all these tools are free. You can just use these tools. Okay, And we also have a community where you can chat in the say hello or general chat. You can just chat and get all the updates. Okay, you can explore our blogs. Okay, and plenty of things you guys can do. Also, you can just join our newsletter to get free courses lifetime. Okay, so from this pop-up you can fill the form. Okay, so these are all the things we have currently in our website. Make sure you explore our free library as well. Suppose if you just go to free library, here you will see all the prompt. For example, affiliate, if you want to write SEO optimized affiliate blog, you can just open this prompt template. This is the prompt template for affiliate marketing, and how to use it we have created the video as well. So plenty of things we have in our website. Make sure explore it. Okay, and one more thing I just want to tell you, currently we have provided you this data. Okay, so basically as a data analytics, whenever you are doing or working with the data analytics, so these data will be provided to you, okay, by default by companies. And you can see, let me just write here. Okay, the data. Okay, the data, so this is the data, right? This is the data, right? So this data will by default provided to you. If your data analytics, that data will be provided to you. But this data are collected by the websites and applications. So there are various websites, right, or there are various applications. So this website, this could be any website, Apple website, okay, or any other application. So this website or application give or share the data to the data analytics. Okay, and by the way, all the majority of the websites or app basically use Google Analytics to collect the data. Okay, Google Analytics to collect the data. Okay, and we also have a free course on Google Analytics as well. Just search here Analytics and just go ahead with the public course. You will see this Google Analytics with ChatGPT for beginners. So you will understand how to set up if you're a business owner. Okay, or if you have some applications or website owner, you can just install Google Analytics. Now Google Analytics will going to give you all the data, so that data you can share with data analytics. Okay, and they can analyze your data and they can tell you that how your business is performing and all such things. Okay, so this is just a bonus I wanted to share, but hope you guys have understood how to use the Tableau as a beginner. Okay, and this is what the procedure is. And if you want to go in the advanced level, we have the courses. Okay, you can explore it if you want to, or you can just go to the public domain and learn other things as well. But this is all I wanted to teach you for this free course. Hope you will going to enjoy it.